Hello and welcome back for another episode. Today I wanted to talk about our strategy here moving forward. This is very important to understand. Trading, I said today, was 70% emotion, 30% knowing what to do. If you know what to do, you just have to control your emotions, okay? And we all do it. We all let the emotions get the best of us. We learn from our mistakes and we keep moving forward. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to scan through a bunch of crypto and some stocks today, and we're going to identify where we want to buy and where we want to sell. Okay, and I'm looking at a chart of Bitcoin here. Today is December 30th. It's about 9 p.m. Eastern time here. It is 2023. We're 2 days away from the new year. Okay, if you guys have been on the channel for a long time, we called this bottom back on January of 2023. Okay, and this thing is up off of that over the year about 184%. So whoever got in on that, congratulations. Okay, that was a clear signal right there on Bitcoin, that green buy signal right there on the monthly chart. Okay, that was the bottom. We had this big pullback from 2022 all the way to the bottom. Okay, red means buy and I'm sorry, green means buy, red means sell. We trade the monthly, the weekly, and then we can manage our positions on the daily. So what I'm looking at right now is a chart of Bitcoin here. So Bitcoin is very overextended off the last green dot, right? This is where we want to be buying down here. Generally, this is where we want to be loading our bags on the weekly chart. Because why? Okay, the divergence is to the downside. Okay, as long as the last dot is red, we're going down. As long as it's green, we're going up. So let me explain this. Okay, we're trading a weekly chart because we get the most data. Okay, I don't know if you guys have tried it or whatever, but I've gotten killed day trading. Okay, I've never been able to sit here and trade a 5-minute, 1-minute, 15-minute chart. The most accurate charts to trade. Okay, if you're an investor like me and you have a job and a big boy job and you got to go out there and you can't just pay attention to it all day and sit at your computer for 8 hours a day. Okay, the most accurate time frames to trade are the monthly and the weekly charts. Why is that? That is because they have the most data. So there's 7 days worth of data in one of these bars. So if I go to the daily chart, you can see there's a bunch more bars and there's a bunch more dots and there's just dots all over the place, right? Which is fine. Okay, but if you look at the weekly, these things come every so often, right? This came back in October, September on Bitcoin. Bitcoin was sitting at $26,000 at that time. What happened? Boom, it ripped. Okay, something else to take into consideration is, are we trending above the 50 weekly moving average? Okay, let me take this off here. We don't need Market Cipher A anymore. And if you guys need or want the trading indicator and use this thing for yourself, you can come over to the Discord here. All the links, everything you need are right in here. You can go get it right now and load it up into your TradingView account if you want to use this. Okay. With that being said, okay, this came back in September, right? September, October, November, December. It's been about 4 months. Okay. In 4 months, if you would have bought this indication on Bitcoin, okay, you would be up 66% right now on your position. So you put in $10,000, you'd be up around $6,000 to $7,000 at the moment if you would have bought here. And we're getting a red sell signal here on Bitcoin too, by the way. I'm actually going to call this out over here in the Discord just so you guys can see what we're looking at. And I'm expecting a pullback on Bitcoin. I'm expecting it to come down here and maybe touch about 30,000. Okay, you could probably see 32,000. 30,000. I'm thinking we're going to see a pullback. And that's not just me pulling something out of my ass, right? That's me looking at this indicator saying, wow, we've gone up a massive amount. We're due for a pullback. These pullbacks come every so often, okay? We don't want to get complacent up here. Look at our cheat sheet over here, guys. Look at our cheat sheet over here. Reference this. Where are we? Okay, we want to get in before this move happens, before this move, before the move, okay? And then we want to trade the pullbacks, okay? We want to trade a pullback maybe into that 50-day moving average. I was talking about that a second ago. Something that happened over the last year, right, is this thing got way overextended. I mean, we went into a massive bull run in 2022, right? So this thing's just absolutely trending up. Something to pay attention to is this 50 weekly moving average. That's that light blue line right there. Okay, that's the 50. The dark blue line is going to be the 200 week. So this is the average price over the last 50 weeks, which is a lot of data. Okay, so what I like to see is pullbacks into that light blue line with a green dot, and that's what sends it. You can see it pulled back right there into the 200. Okay, it pulled back right there into the 50, and then it ripped. So a green dot into one of these moving averages is a golden opportunity to add if you're still bullish long-term on the charts, which brings me to my next point. Okay, The weekly chart's what we're looking at now. The monthly chart is what you want to pay attention to on a macro level. So you could see this thing called the top of Bitcoin back here in, what was that, November to 2021. That was 60 to 70K. Somewhere in this range, 60 to 70K, I would have been out right here in May of 2021. Okay, if I was trading back then. 65,000 was the top. Okay, and we called this top right here in about October, November of last year, and what happened? Boom. It absolutely got flushed. So we were in this big drawdown phase, right, on Bitcoin. A lot of everybody just getting liquidated, right? Same thing happened back here in 18. Same thing happened back here in 19. It's a cycle, guys. These things run in cycles. If it just goes straight up, nothing can happen. What we want to do as traders is we want to time our entries, and we want to use that using artificial intelligence. We're not geniuses. There's nothing special about us, okay? We can't predict what the market's going to do. But this indicator can give you a very, very good idea. And nothing is 100%. But if you're playing these and keeping the long-term vision, I guarantee you're going to outperform 90, 95, maybe 99% of the people doing this, because they're all in here trying to trade a 5-minute chart, trying to get these quick little flips. But if you could be patient, right? If you would have just put your money in January and just left it there, and now we're just waiting on the red, right, to sell, okay, you'd be up 184% on the year. 184%. Okay, that is big, big numbers. Okay, and it's still going. But with that being said, I'm expecting a pullback here over the next few weeks, maybe to a month, maybe down here to like 32K. It's going to wash everybody out. It's going to flush everybody out that doesn't belong in the market. Okay, and then we're going to get another opportunity. Okay, so when the next green dot comes on Bitcoin, that will be our entry. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at these weekly charts. It's getting late here. This is our trading strategy video, but I want to go through some real live examples right here for you to show you. Okay, so what's this? This is LimeWire. So this is an altcoin here. This is what I'm holding. This is my current positions right now. I'm only holding about 5 different cryptocurrencies, and I'm looking to buy most of these. So I'm gonna put all this. I'm gonna put this down here in section 1. So if I'm looking to buy it, I'm gonna move it up here to looking to buy in this section. Okay, and then all these are just cryptocurrencies. Okay, different cryptocurrencies. There's some stocks in here as well. Okay, let's go ahead and actually bring over these. So these are all, hold on here. Let me just get through this. Okay, so these are all crypto. So I'm going to add these all into my green list here. So these are all just names that I follow, right? Just stocks and cryptocurrencies that I personally like myself, that I've done my fundamental research. Your list might look different than mine. Okay, you could follow along with my list if you want to, but your list might look different than mine. But each stock and cryptocurrency, everything is the same. This strategy works on any asset. You could do it on Forex, stocks, crypto, whatever the case. Okay, right now, December 30th, crypto's hot, guys. We're heating up. We're going into the next bull market. So we're trading a majority of cryptocurrencies, and over the last, maybe year, it hasn't been the greatest time to trade crypto because everything's been in a downtrend. So now that things are heating up again, here we are. Okay, and you're looking at LMWR. This is a very, very low market cap. Tonic and LimeWire are 2 very, very low market cap coins that I own. And again, I'm not giving you guys buy signals or anything like that, but that weekly dot right there is a massive, massive signal. So what we're going to do is we're going to set our stop loss at 25 cents on this thing. That's another important thing to keep in mind. You got to use a stop loss, guys. You got to limit your risk. If this breaks down below 25 cents, I'm wrong on the trade. So where I'd be looking to take profits on this thing is the next weekly red dot. Okay, and I mean, this is like a $3 billion. This is like penny stock. Okay, I don't know if you guys know what LimeWire was back in the day, but it was a pretty big device, or a pretty big music streaming platform back in the day. You can look at that. The daily chart right there is giving you the red sell signal. So one could take a little bit of profit here if they wanted to, or one could hold on. So we got a weekly green dot. That is a buy signal right there on LMWR with a stop loss at 25. We got to be in here on the daily, looking for pullbacks into this 25. But as of right now, I mean, all the momentum's to the upside. So I'm a holder of this coin. These two are kind of out of play here on this. These are like fundamental plays. Where we get into the technical plays. So if you're trading on fundamentals, you're trading on what the company does and what the company could be. When you're trading on technicals, you're using this AI to determine where you want to enter and where you want to exit. So what I'm looking at here on comp is a breakout. That's a breakout candle right there. I'm moving the stop loss up to about 48. Okay, 48 would be the stop. The true stop would be down there, but I'm moving it up to this range because we're consolidating, and we just broke out there over that 50-day moving average, that blue line. So this is another one of those coins, comp. This one's actually available to trade on Robinhood, and this thing, I mean, look at this big old drawdown. This thing was at $900 back in July, and it hit 23 or something like that. Now it's sitting at about 48. That monthly is green, and the weekly's breaking out here and still green. So I want to take profits on the weekly chart up in this area, up here. Okay, when this blue wave gets up here, and it's heading there. So in the next couple of weeks, I'll probably get the opportunity to take profits on a name like Comp. Okay, but still bullish because why? Because we're still green. Okay, and once we get that indication, I mean, if this thing truly breaks out here, I mean, the next, what was that? Resistance was about 86.23 right there. Okay, that's a good spot to be in. That's our next target. But again, everything's pointing to the upside on this. Let's look at the daily. The daily's pulling back a bit, so we could get a pullback into that 50, maybe around 53, which will be fine. Again, I'm not scared or jumping ship until that red dot gets there on the chart. And again, this one's getting close, and if this breakout is for real, it could rocket ship here. Okay, but again, we were buying down here at 39, 36, right in this area. Okay, we're not buying up here. We want to buy these green dots. That was our entry candle right there. Okay, that was another entry candle right there. Okay, and the important thing to use these dots for too is support and resistance levels. So if you get a green dot right here, back in like we did in October, okay, this thing shot up to what, 52, and it came back down to about 41. Okay, your stop loss is 38.60. Okay, 38.60 is a stop loss. The bottom of the candle that the green dot came in on. Okay, let's look at XRP. XRP is also consolidating, okay, and I'm holding on to this. Yes, it's got a red dot, but what are we doing? We're consolidating in this area, okay, consolidating in this area. What's the monthly chart look like? Monthly chart, green dot, pointing straight up. The macro move, right, the macro move is still in an upward direction because why? Because we got that green dot on the monthly. XRP is still looking good, and I got a stop loss on this one at about 56 cents. If it pulls back, screw it. We're just going to buy more. XLM, same thing. XLM and XRP kind of move together, but where are we at now? See, we're bouncing on that 50-week moving average, that blue line, that light blue line. We're bouncing right on top of it, okay? And we got a green dot right off of it. So that's a perfect signal right there. And what you could do is you could actually move your stop loss up to 11 again. Long-term investors on this, we're playing the macro moves. And look at the monthly chart. I mean, this thing's just coiling up, okay? Coiling up here. And looking good. Okay, and again, if it drops, wonderful. We'll just get another opportunity to buy more lower. But as of right now, we're still in an uptrend. Because why? We got the green dot on the weekly. PNG, this thing absolutely freaking ripped. Okay, I was loaded up on this thing. I think I made about 500% on PNG. I don't know what happened, but it had a massive run up here. So we're looking at a red dot on PNG here. We're looking at a red dot there on PNG. Okay, that is a sell signal, folks. That is a sell signal right there on PNG. So be careful on that one. Again, I don't want to be a buyer at this level. I'm not going to be a buyer until we get that green dot on the weekly there. Here's VeChain. VeChain, another name, overextended. This is what I'm talking about here. When this blue wave is way up here, okay, this is when you want to either sell a quarter, sell half, sell 75%, or sell the whole damn thing. It doesn't matter. It depends on how long you are on the asset. So what I'm looking for on VeChain on the weekly chart is a pullback back into that 50-week moving average, that light blue line and a green dot. As of right now, yes, this thing could continue to run, but it's got some pretty serious resistance right there at about 4 cents. So again, very overextended up here. This is the area where you want to be selling, right? Look at this. This is where you want to be selling. Sell up here, buy down here, okay? Buy, and get ready to sell up here. No red dot. You can kind of anticipate it, though, and see you're pulling back on the daily here again. This thing could continue to run. It could continue to just absolutely blast off. It's been ripping. It's up, what? Off that last green dot back there in September. Okay, the thing's up 178%. So you put $10,000 in, you just made $17,000. Okay, off that green dot signal right there. And this trend is just getting started. Okay, look at the macro. We're just getting started on the 5-year time frame. Okay, and again, this is where we want to unload completely. This is where we're going to completely take profits when the monthly chart gets way up there. But as of right now, expecting a pullback maybe down to 2.024, somewhere in that range. That'd be a great place to add off that 50-week moving average. Polkadot, same thing here. Okay, just starting the big move. Again, just starting the big move here. Big old breakout candle there. This is a beautiful one here. Okay, so I'm looking to buy dot and vet on pullbacks. Okay, I want pullbacks though. I want legit green dots. Every green dot going forward on these two names, I am going to be a buyer of. Okay, moving forward. Right now, I'm not too excited about buying it because the move's already up 100 or 178%. I'm not saying that it can't keep going. It could definitely keep going, which would be great. But any pullback that comes down here, green dot, the next one, as long as this monthly green dot buy signal stays green, we're buying everything up, folks. So we're watching this like a hawk, okay? And if you're not subscribed to the channel, we're dropping these every single freaking week, folks. Every single week, and we got clips going out throughout the week. What do we got next? AMP token. Another big, nice run off here off the bottom again. That green dot right there, how much are you up? Okay, 210%, but where are we? We're in a downtrend. Right now, we're looking like we're topping out on that 50-week moving average. So if we can get a pullback here and a re-entry, that'd be great. Okay, but as of right now, again, this thing's just too overextended. Too overextended right now. Solana, same thing. This thing's just absolutely freaking going crazy. We're just way too overextended. Yeah, if you want to keep riding the wave, wonderful. I mean, if it was me holding Solana right now, I would be selling half or 25% and rolling it into something that looks a little more promising, like something that hasn't had a parabolic move yet, like XLM or XRP. Again, Solana, very overextended. If you made the trade, again, congratulations. You're up. Oh my God, Solana was a ripper, man. 542% off the last signal. Wow. You put 10 grand in, you're up $54,000 off of that signal right there. And again, monthly looks good. Still running here. Okay, this thing could absolutely rip. Buying all pullbacks on Solana. And again, we're not really looking to buy these. Well, I'm looking to buy the crap. I'm looking to buy anything on my list that gives me the signal that I'm looking for, right? I want that green dot off that 50-week moving average or somewhere around it. Right now, we're just way too far off of it, right? We're 200% off of it. So if we can get a 50% pullback on Solana, wonderful. I'm going to load up. Okay, Bonk, this was an altcoin I was looking at the other day on the Solana ecosystem, had a massive move. Everyone was talking about it. AVAX, another thing here, just overextended, waiting for a pullback here into a moving average and a green dot to enter. We missed the move on this one. Okay, we missed the move. Some of you capitalized on it. Congratulations. 411%. The move is just getting started, folks. Over the next year and a half, things are going to get crazy here in the crypto markets. I can tell you that right now. Apple's got, that thing looks like it's going to print probably next week there on Apple. Amazon, still a nice move. Again, overextended here. That green dot came where? Back in, it was October. Where'd we go? Okay, up 22%. Congratulations on Amazon. DKNG, still red, coming down. Netflix, this one's getting a little overextended here. Nice move. Again, I want to pull back into that 50-week moving average just like it did right there. That's where I want to be a buyer, right in this area. Okay, right down here on the indicator. Okay, bada bing, bada boom. Meta, same thing, just grinding up. I'm not interested in any big cap stocks right now. I'm mostly looking at crypto and a few small cap stocks here. CRO's got a sell signal as well. So this one's got a stop loss somewhere around, I mean, you could probably set it right there at 7. Okay, if we get a pullback to 7, somewhere in that area, that'd be a great place to add. It's got a red dot, though, so just be careful on that. Be careful on CRO. That's a sell signal there on the weekly. Bitcoin. Okay, again, I just told you guys. Bitcoin, I'm a little bearish on. I'm not bearish. I'm bullish on it long term. Don't get me wrong. As long as the monthly is green, I'm bullish. But the weekly chart, if we're trying to trade this thing, right, we want to trade these moves. This was a pullback over 2 months. Okay, it pulled back for 2 months. Boom. There was our re-entry. Rip. Okay, right now we're getting a sell signal on Bitcoin. So just be careful on that. Jasmy's up there into that 50-week moving average. XTZ's right there into that 50-week moving average. Again, we need a breakout. We need a big breakout above the 50 and then a pullback. Okay, overextended there, not looking to add. Look at that. Ada Cardano looks really good. I'm going to move Cardano up there. Solana looks good. PNG looks good. This one's still in a downtrend. Okay, Bonk, I don't really know what that thing is, and I'm not going to try to trade it. But AVAX also real good here. I'd be looking to buy that on all green dots here moving forward. Amazon just ripping here. CRO, again, looking to buy a pullback on that one. Bitcoin, okay, wanting to buy a pullback on that one. Jasmy, again, up into that level. Now we got Litecoin. So here's one that hasn't really taken off, but again, we're trending down below that 50-week moving average. You're finding resistance right there. Yes, we got a green dot coming in here. Okay, if you want to play that, you could set it at 67, 77. I don't like to trade things that are in a downtrend, that are below this 50-week moving average. Okay, you want to trade when it's above it. And look, we got that same signal right there. I'm actually going to call this out. So 67, 77 be the stop loss on this one if you guys want to trade this target here. Again, it's not my favorite, but it definitely is giving a signal right there. So just if you use your stop loss, you shouldn't be hurt. So you can calculate your risk by saying, okay, if I buy how much at 73, if it goes down, you're going to lose about 10% if it breaks that 67 level. I'd say 67.50 would be the level I'd set it at. But with that being said, I mean, it is in an uptrend, slow uptrend right now. If it breaks out here, okay, a breakout over 85 would be really, 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 really bullish on Litecoin here. Again, you're getting the signal here, but just use your stop loss at 67.77 if you want to play that. Fubu, that's a stock here, getting a red dot sell signal on that. This is a penny stock as well. It's about a three point, sitting at about $3.02. Again, the trend is up. Okay, the trend was down here, but the trend is up right now. So again, looking to buy all pullbacks on Fubu here. Okay, I like that. Algorand also breaking out over that 50 week. So we're definitely buying Algorand on some pullbacks here. Again, just overextended. I'd be looking to take half off the table, maybe 25%. Again, just trading the pullbacks. Okay, look at this thing in the last run. Okay, it had a big dip. It pumped up big. Same thing you see here. Big pump up. Okay. And then pull back. Boom. And then enter. Bang. We want to sell up here. We want to sell or take some profits off. If you're up 100%, okay, if you put 10 grand in, if you make 100%, you could sell half and then you're still in it for 10 grand. And you have that 10 grand in your bank account now ready to invest or do whatever with you want. Okay, that's a good strategy to have, especially if something runs 100%. Just sell half, then your trade is free. Okay, so you got a free trade here on Algorand if you got in down here at 8 cents. Nice move up to 22 again. Buying all pullbacks right now, breaking over that, just now breaking over that 200-day. So Algorand's looking really good here. I like that. That's another ISO token. So ISO tokens are the currency that supposedly the whole entire world is going to go to, which is going to be Algorand. You got ADA Cardano, XLM, XRP. Another one is HBAR. I haven't had that one on my list in a while, but I'm going to go ahead and take a look at that one. Okay, once we get down there. But that's a good one. Chainlink, here's another one. Big move here. Sell signal came right there in November around Thanksgiving. Okay, it is getting a bounce here. No green dot just yet. It is setting up with a candle here, but that isn't a breakout candle. That's still a topping candle, and the daily's pulling back here. So I'd love to see a pullback maybe to like $11 on Chainlink. That would be epic. Okay, maybe down here to, yeah, that would be so nice, dude. Pull back down to that 200-day. If we get a big flush out on Link here, again, just very overextended, just like it was back here. Very overextended. What happened? We got a pullback. I mean, this is not a small pullback, guys. This is like that's a 60% drawdown. 60% drawdown right there from there to there. I know it doesn't look very big on the chart, but that's 60%. So if you have 10 grand in, if you invest 10 grand right here, you now have 5 grand or 4 grand actually if it's 60%. Okay, and then we consolidated and then we ripped. Okay, after we got the green dot buy signal. So here's where we're at. Okay, we're overextended on Chainlink. Be careful. I'm putting this out there. Okay, on the weekly, because again, these things do have pullbacks. They don't just go straight up. Okay, they don't just go straight up. At some point, you got to say, okay, take some profits. Okay, just like ICP right here. ICP is actually one of my favorite ones going into this bull market as well. Bang, we got Chainlink and ICP added to our buy list. This is going to be the buy zone right here. Again, looking for green weekly dots to enter and add to positions on these names. And ICP, just a massive move. Finally breaking out over that 50-week moving average. Okay, finally breaking out over that 50-week moving average. It has never happened before in the history of history. Okay, and this thing's absolutely freaking ripping right now. And it's on a tear. That's like a blue sky breakout right there on ICP. Looking beautiful. Again, just a little overextended here, waiting for a pullback on the name. Okay, but we got our eye on it. That's the most important thing. We're not day traders. We're looking at this once a week, guys. Once a week. All you have to do is check your portfolio and check these charts, and you're done. You don't have to look at it every day, every second, every hour. That's the beauty of it. Okay, you don't have to be a day trader. You don't have to do that. It's not cool to sit in front of your computer all day and stare at a screen. Okay, get out there and live your life, and at the same time, make these smart decisions. Okay, and go ahead and just do your thing, right? Again, everything pulls back eventually. Nothing goes straight up and nothing goes straight down. I know it's hard to fight FOMO sometimes, or the fear of missing out. Yes, if you didn't get in on one of these moves, that's all right. Catch the next one, because what I'm saying is the macro move in these names is just getting started. There's going to be pullbacks along the way that we're going to be able to capitalize on, okay, and make money. Here's CCL. This is Carnival Cruise Line. Again, getting a little overextended up there in the 200 week, okay, just not really in buy territory. The buy signal came back here at 11. It's all the way up to 20. I mean, you're up 90% off of this. So again, you put in 10 grand, you just made $9,000. Congratulations. Here's NVIDIA. Okay, that's just up there in La La Land. Here's Rivian. Rivian's actually interesting here. Okay, we got some support right there at 27.7. Okay, last dot is still green, pushing up here. Okay, pushing up. And I'd be watching 27.7, though. Again, it's a little overextended. But if you want to use a stop loss on this, I'd put it right there at about 20.65. Okay, so you're risking about 10% to the downside on a trade on Rivian. And you could be in here on the daily managing your position. I like to add to my positions if I want to add when that stochastic, that blue stochastic line right there is down here on the floor. Okay, down there on the floor. So I'm talking about like right in this area. Okay, up here, it's a little overextended. Nice move here. Now let's get the pullback and go. Okay, we want to buy that pullback, that rip, and then we want to sell the rip. Okay, this was a beautiful move here. Nice pullback. Okay, there's the signal. Bang. Okay, look at that signal, dude. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Stop it. Okay, that's at 15 right there. Okay, boom. I mean, if this thing hits 30, there's a 100% racker right there. All freaking day long, folks. All day long. So we do have resistance on this thing right there at about 26. So I'd love to see a breakout at 26 on Rivian. That's a car maker. I believe Amazon's involved with them. Here's Intel. Nice move on Intel here. To be honest, I'm not really interested in trading Intel anymore. DAL, this is the airlines. Okay, boom. Signal came back there in November at 32, sitting at 42. Okay, not a bad place to take some profits. I mean, this thing could definitely keep on going. If you're playing it here, use a stop loss at 39.50. Okay, here's AMD. AMD is, again, very overextended. I'd be a seller of that. Roblox, okay, this is another stock. I'd be a seller of that. Ford, okay, this thing's still on the pump here. Okay, it's still going, still green. Okay, you missed a little bit of the move. You missed about 20% of the move. Okay, but, I mean, it's still ripping. And to be honest, I'm not really interested in trading Ford anymore either. DocuSign, this one broke out a little bit. Okay, again, got the signal down here. Okay, we're just now crossing that 50-week. So keeping an eye on that one. Tesla, nice bounce there. Nice signal there. Okay, this thing's doing the ripski. Penn National Gaming, we're into that 200-week. Okay, I'm going to take that one off too. Actually, I'm not going to take it off. I'm going to add it. I'm going to have a red list. So if it's not trending above this 50-week or the 50-week moving average, we're not going to be trading it, guys, until it really breaks out and has a move. So it has to be. That is one of our rules. It has to be trending above the 50-week moving average. Otherwise, we're trading in a downtrend. Does that make sense? Where were we? Square? Square's just now breaking out. So Square's breaking up. So now, again, we're looking for pullbacks into that 50-week. Okay, we want pullbacks on Square. PayPal, same thing. Nice breakout here. Okay, current support's right down there. But again, we're waiting on a pullback on this one now that look at that. It's been in a downtrend for the longest time. Okay, and we finally broke out. Okay, here's a nice pullback. Okay, and we're in an uptrend. You can see this is an uptrend. Up, down, up, down, up. Okay, we're making higher lows. A higher low is when we bounce at a higher spot than we bounced at previously. So previously, we bounced at about oh, this is Open Door. This isn't PayPal anymore. But previously, we bounced at 126. Now we're bouncing at 180. Okay, and if we break out over that resistance, we're definitely in a bull trend. But again, we want to wait for the pullback. And now that we're breaking out over this 200-week, we can watch it. Okay, but again, I'm not looking to buy it right now because I want to buy down here on the weekly. Okay, Carvana, beautiful, beautiful stock here. Okay, breaking out over that 50-week moving average. Again, looking really, really good here on Carvana. We got SoFi. SoFi also, nice breakout here, nice uptrend. Okay, current stop is down there at 639. I mean, if you're managing positions now, you got to move your stop losses up at these levels. Okay, 880. If you're in down here, move it up to 880. Okay, last dot green still climbing. What's this? ARM. This is a chip maker here. So big move up, looking for the drawdown. Okay, we need a big drawdown on this one. That's a new stock. Plug Power, ugly. I don't want to touch this thing. Lift breaking out over that 50-week. So, again, we can keep this one on our list. And, again, the last signal came back there in October. Nice move, okay? Beautiful move. And right now, you guys can see everyone's all excited about crypto and everything like that. Everyone's jumping on and everyone's excited, which is awesome, okay? I think the next year and a half, 2 years, we're going to see a big uptrend in the crypto markets. But looking at these charts, okay, we're expecting a pullback. So if we pull back to the 50-week moving average right now from where we're sitting at, okay, that's a 30% drawdown, guys. That's a 30% drawdown. That's not a small drawdown. Okay, I'd rather take profit up here, wait till the pullback comes, and then enter again, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, here's NEO. NEO's not above that level yet either, but it is trying to break out here. I'm going to go ahead and put that one on our red list just so we can keep an eye on it. Okay, Lyft did break out. A-Firm did break out. Here's DNA. This is a penny stock. I'm not interested in trading that. Here's Monster. This is, what's his name's? Michael Saylor's company. Okay, again, profit-taking territory. Profit-taking territory here, folks. Okay, profit-taking territory. Okay, there's no sell signal yet, so I'm not going to call that out. But, again, I'm calling out all these over in the Discord, guys. And I know I've been inactive for a while, and I apologize for that. But we're getting back into it, and it's a great time to be getting involved with these markets and learning about this stuff because things are absolutely freaking popping off here. Take a look at Coinbase here. Coinbase with a $70, what is that, 70.53? Where that signal came in? Son of a bitch. I mean, look at this. Look at this move here. Okay, 166, bada bing, bada boom, baby. 166% racker off that dot. Let's go. Okay, that one's going into the buy list. Okay. Yeah, boy. Okay, here's Riot. Riot Blockchain. Riot Blockchain is pulling back here. Okay, it pulled back. Big run up. Okay, again, these crypto stocks are going nuts. This looks freaking amazing. Okay, I'd be buying any and every pullback on Riot going forward here. Okay, for a while. Because this thing's just absolutely freaking rocket shipping here. Okay, big pullback on Friday. Massive pullback there. Look at that beautiful green dot on the monthly there, baby. Let's go. Green dot on the monthly. Okay, that thing looks really, really good. Really, really good on the long-term time frame. Again, weekly chart, we could get a better entry here. We were in at $9. You're up about 80% off that green dot there. Okay, and that was a beautiful entry here. We had this set up and everything. Okay, 871 was the level, and it absolutely ripped to the upside. Beautiful signal there. Again, getting a little overextended. There's nothing wrong with taking a little bit off the table here and rolling it into something else that looks a little better. But the majority of stuff is overextended right now. If it's up here, okay, I don't want to be holding my whole position. I'm taking either half off, I'm selling the whole thing, I'm selling 25%, and I'm rolling it either into cash, waiting for another green dot to appear on an asset that I want to own, or vice versa. But not holding up here, guys. You can't just be a long-term holder forever. I mean, if you want to do that, there's nothing wrong with that, right? If you're playing the monthly chart, congratulations. But we're trying to get in here and pinpoint our entries and exits on the weekly. Okay, here's CLSK. It's kind of a penny stock too. Looking to buy pullbacks on that. I mean, that definitely broke out over the 50-week moving average there. So this is another stock here. So far in the buy list, we got Fubu, Riot, CLSK, and Coin as the stocks, and then a ton of crypto here. Again, looking for pullbacks and green dot buy signals for entries. Okay, so it's very, very important. If there's anything that I could have learned over the last year and a half of doing this, I mean, I've been trading forever, but I really started making money when I started trading the longer term time frames and having patience. So the thing I really want to get across to you guys, if you're still watching this video, is make sure whatever time frame you're trading, like for example, for me, it's the weekly, make sure it's above, you're trending above the 50-week moving average. If you're doing that, you're going to be safe. You're going to be safe because right here, right, this green dot came. Yes, it moved up. But again, if we're not in an uptrend, we don't want to trade. We don't want to try to guess the bottom because you'll get screwed like you did right here. And I mean, you probably made a little bit of money there. But again, it's way 100 times safer if we're above that 50 EMA. Okay, if you don't know what the 50 EMA is, you can add it here. So if you go up to indicators here on TradingView, you can type in EMA. It's called the moving average exponential. All you got to do is click it, and that adds it to your chart. Okay, and then you can get in here to the settings. Okay, and you set the length to 50. Okay, I like to use the 50 and the 200. So I add another one on there, and then I set the length to 200. Again, that 200 is the dark blue, and the 50 is the light blue. Okay, so make sure it is above the 50-day moving average when you're trading these things. Okay. A-Firm. We got a few more names here. Again, boom, big breakout there. Okay, big breakout, just now breaking out over that 50-week. I'm going to move that one up too. We got Mara. We already covered. Again, profit-taking territory here. Looking to buy pullbacks on Mara if they come. What's this? Robinhood. Robinhood. Nice. Look at that green dot right there, folks. That's a money candle right there. Okay, big-time money candle right there. Okay, that's a green dot right there. Bang. Okay, look at that rip. Look at that freaking rip there, folks. How much is that? Okay, 53%, not bad. Okay, stochastic, okay, on the weekly is a little overextended right now. Again, this thing could keep going. But, again, I want to be buying down here. There will be pullbacks along the way. And this is just kind of getting up into that resistance level. We got the breakout. If Hood can break out over 14, okay, it's going to be looking pretty good. Here's the last one of the day, H-bar. Wow. Shout out to Redneck Crypto if he's still holding on to this thing. 4 cents to 9 cents. That's about 100% move there on H-bar. Let me actually look at this on Binance's. So that's just now getting started there. Okay, just now breaking out there. Coming up there into the 200-day. But again, where are we, guys? Again, overextended right here. Overextended, meaning we want to be profit takers. We don't have to sell the whole position, but if we sell 50% of it and wait for the pullback, we can re-enter into the position, okay, and buy more at a cheaper price. Okay, so again, back to 6 cents on this thing. Like if this pulls back, and it will eventually, you're looking at a 30% drop. So a 30% drop. If you have 10 grand right now, you're now going to have 7. Okay, if you sell half of the 10 grand for 5, okay, and you only lose 30% on that, you're only losing about $1,500 there. So that's the thinking, right? If you're traders, you got to trade the charts. You got to take profits eventually, and you got to know where to take profits. And we use AI to do that. Okay, red dot sell, green dot buy. Okay, and paying attention to where we are at with the blue wave on the weekly chart. Very, very important to keep this 50-week moving average in mind. Make sure the stuff that you're trading is above that 50-week moving line, and you're going to be all right, folks. If you like this video, follow along. There's a link in the description. You guys can come over here and join for free. Join the community. We've been around for almost 2 years. I shut the channel down for a little while. I actually, when my TikTok got banned, and I had someone really close to me commit suicide. Not funny. I went into a pretty dark place, and I kind of lost my mind there for a minute and had to shut the channel down. But I'm back full-fledged here for 2024. We're back in this thing. Shout out to the Spartan Army over here. You guys can get news. You guys can see the cheat sheet I got over here. Okay, the trading indicators right here. Here's where you can download all the apps and stuff like that if you haven't gotten started trading. And, yeah, get support, request your charts. Buy signals, sell signals are right here in the Discord, so you guys can see. I'll never miss one of those, especially on my list. And if your name is not on my list, you can come down here and request it in the request there, and I will get it answered live on a video. Anyway, that's all I got today. Shout out to the Overkill Investing Club. Shout out to all the Spartans, all the recruits. I love you guys, and I'm excited to see what the future has for all of us. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next one.